Good morning, Northwest. Your time is now 6:52. Time for your morning sprint.
Casey Lunn live in Spokane Valley at a house fire on East Empire.
Yeah, Mark Peterson has a look at some weather that could impact your day.
But we begin with a fatal fire at the Liberty Park Terrace Apartments. It happened at Hartson and Perry early this morning. According to the Spokane Fire Department, an upstairs neighbor noticed smoke and water coming from a unit downstairs. He forced entry and found an adult woman inside dead. Investigators say life-saving measures were attempted but were not successful.
All right, a smoldering attic fire there basically on the 10,200 block in Spokane Valley, just east of Argonne. Casey, we'll have more on that in a little bit.
A 19-year-old rape case in Spokane closed this week. 54-year-old Theodore Milam, who was convicted of felony theft here in Spokane a year ago, had to submit his DNA as part of the routine criminal processing. That sample was a match for 2 unsolved cases. We told you about this first one, a murder in Pasco in 1986 and a rape here in Spokane in 1999.
Detectives still searching for people related to the recent drug bust at the Red Top Motel in Spokane Valley. This week, they learned one of the main suspects was seen at a home near North Burns. The Sheriff's Department's Air One helicopter was on scene as deputies and SWAT team members searched the property. While at the home, deputies seized, among other things, that AR-15 rifle. It has not yet been reported stolen, but if you own one that was, you're asked to call the number there at the top right corner of your screen.
Spokane police released body cam footage of last October's officer-involved shooting. 35-year-old Chad Kuchel was shot and killed in the parking lot of the Shadle Shopping Center. Police say he was in that parking lot to sell heroin and was wanted in connection with another crime. Authorities claim Kuchel raised a handgun and would not drop it. Casey?
Yeah, back out here. Sorry, we had some signal issues there. We're right next to a fire engine, so it's a little loud. But I do want to tell you that everybody made it out of this home safely. You can see that pile of material there that's smoldering. That was in the attic at some point. That's where heavy smoke was coming. Not a whole lot of damage.
As we look at the forecast, it is mountain travel over the weekend that could be hindered because we're going to have snow both east and west of Spokane with a winter weather advisory starting up this afternoon through about 1 o'clock tomorrow. We're expecting snow, 1 to 3 inches of snow into Spokane, expecting anywhere from 4 to 6, maybe even 10 inches into the mountains of Idaho, moving into Montana. But there's the latest system coming at us. We're going to see that arrive later on this afternoon. So far, it's sunny and cool. Well, it's cold outside.
And today, one of the recent flu deaths this season was a 48-year-old man from Spokane. We'll have the story of Joel Wesley Livingston tonight on KXLY4 News.
Jennifer Lawrence responding to a bit of a strange controversy surrounding her choice of dress at an event promoting her new film, Red Sparrow. Many people noticed that her co-stars, men, were all dressed warmly for the frigid London temperatures. Lawrence was not, as you see there. She responded to this weird controversy, saying it was entirely her choice, calling the conversation and the controversy utterly ridiculous.
A report by the Wall Street Journal says Toys R Us is closing another 200 stores and cutting staff at its headquarters. The report has triggered a new round of social media posts about the demise of Toys R Us. Bad news for the toy retailer, which has been struggling to convince customers and vendors that it still has a future.
An 11-year-old Pennsylvania boy got his jury summons quite a bit earlier. Luke was ordered to show up at the Chester County Courthouse March 28th for jury selection. His mom thought a call to the county would put a quick stop to that, but she was told Luke had to show up unless she heard back from him. She expects the glitch will be fixed soon, but says Luke would have done a great job.
Call him again in 7 years. Coming up next on Good Morning America, Brendan Fraser is joining the Me Too movement. The actor will share his harrowing story of abuse later this morning.
And you'll hear from the parents of 2 young men who died in an alleged hazing incident. Learn how their families are now turning their devastation into action.
De-icers down in many of the local areas into the north-south freeway, you can see, and onto I-90. Things are looking pretty good, and you've got a good commute underway. It's Friday after all. Sunshine, 27 with snow later on today, overnight into Saturday morning, afternoon sun, and then we see more snow coming in on Sunday.
Very nice. Hey, this is all for those folks at Project ID. They got their new building. Yay! Thanks to the Extreme team. Let's send them into the weekend right, shall we?
Oh, very nice.
Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you in about 30 minutes.